everybody, this is Courtney Butler Robinson, and I'm here to follow up on the question that I've asked people, which is, what is your biggest struggle and what is your frustration and what motivates you? And so I have over like 30 of these to answer, so I'm going to try to keep these kind of short, though some people sent me multifaceted answers. So I'm going to start as they came to me. The first one was from a yoga student who said that she had suffered some trauma in the past, had some joint issues and some weight issues that kept her feeling uncomfortable about just walking into any yoga class. And so the trauma was such that she feels more comfortable in a ladies only class. And she said, I know it's my issue. I don't have a problem with men. It's just that a lot of times yoga classes she would attend would put her in vulnerable positions that kind of brought back the trauma. And so she would feel safer in a class with ladies only. And that the joint and weight issues, obviously, if you know much about the yoga world, number one, beginner friendly does not necessarily, or beginners, a lot of times you'll see yoga for beginners and it's not yoga for beginners, because you'll have someone in there that's young and flexible, and what's beginner for them won't necessarily be beginner for a 60-year-old, or 65 or 55. So it is important to look at the descriptions of the class. I recently had an experience where I attended a class that was supposed to be gentle and it was advanced. And so I had worked all day. I had already been teaching yoga. I was ready to relax and I was quite shocked, actually. So what I would suggest is several things. If you are near some counseling centers or community centers, a lot of those places are offering yoga now. The place where I teach in Conway, where I teach and train teachers, has this type of yoga for people with all kinds of trauma issues, stress, anxiety, trauma, sleep problems. And that's Conway Counseling and Wellness. In Little Rock, there are several, and I'm not going to name because I'm not exactly sure. There are several counseling centers that offer yoga. And they're just sensitive to those needs. And then if you are looking around Hot Springs, it's a little more challenging to find that kind of need. So what I would suggest is either calling Debbie Sweat, who is a student of mine, and happy to talk with her. She's also a registered nurse, and she's a little bit older than me, so she's sensitive to those issues. And she is wonderful, and you could work one-on-one with her if that's something that was financially available to you, or you might consider taking her classes, but talk to her about what those classes are like. She doesn't really put us in vulnerable postures, and a lot of the classes are primarily going to be ladies only. So those are some things you can do. When you're also, some other ideas would be, check out churches and libraries. They often have yoga that's a little bit more geared. You're going to have a population there that isn't going to be that studio population that intimidates so many people. And I owned a studio, and I know that people of all shapes, sizes, and it's can be very diverse. But I understand the image that is projected about that studio environment and how scary it can be for some people. So churches and libraries sometimes have things, or even, like not residential, but like the Y in Hot Springs has a therapeutic yoga class. It's primarily led from a chair. That's another great option. That it may be male and female, but it's not going to be any kind of vulnerable positions. I know because I created the class, and now a lovely person named Shauna teaches it. Other ideas would be I know like there is a yoga RX for curvy, I don't know if it says curvy women or for curvy people, that is great. And it is by one of my teachers, Larry Payne. It's like 20 minutes. The whole set of yoga RX DVDs are great. And I have a TV with a little DVD player in it, or I think you can play them in most computers if you have that in your computer. And I would really encourage it because it will help with your joint pain. It will help with the weight as well, as it lowers stress hormones like cortisol and helps you feel more control of your life. And it will help with the trauma, as it helps you to balance energy in your body and feel more comfortable in your body and be able to slow down and pause and deal with stress and anxiety. So if this was helpful to you, please subscribe to my channel. You can find me at balanceyogaandwellness.com or CourtneyRobinsonYoga.com. They both go to the same place. So I appreciate it so much. Thank you.